Okay, good morning. Welcome back for the discussion. And the last class we discussed about the assembly language, machine level language, and the high level language. So again, I am repeating, high level language simply were written in a English language like C language, C++ language, Java language, and it is the human readable form. So that's why it is known as the high level language. But this language is not understood by the computer system. So definitely there is a translator or there is a language converter which is known as the compiler interpreter. So every language, when you write a program, there is a compiler and there is interpreter is there. And that compiler interpreter helps to convert your high level language to the machine level language. Right now, so compiler, what is the difference between the compiler and interpreter? Compiler is nothing, it is a you can say it is a software which convert your high level language to the machine level language, right? Because it is a human readable form in high level language, but it is not understood by the computer system, so it is converted into these binary numbers. And whatever you are writing, this text or numbers, whatever, any symbols, whatever writing, it will be definitely is converted into the binary form. Then after conversion to the binary form, it will be understood by the machine. Clear? So definitely there will be a compiler interpreter, right? Next is your computer virus. Okay, computer virus is a malicious software program loaded onto user's computer without the user's knowledge and perform malicious actions. Computer virus come in different forms, and the most common infections are boot sector virus, direct action virus, resident virus, multi-parted virus, polymorphic virus, override virus, file infector virus. So virus is nothing, it is a computer, it is a program, it is a small program which is used to damage your computer system, and whether it is knowingly or unknowingly, that is different thing. But computer virus is nothing, just simple is a small program which is used to damage your computer system. So there are different type of virus: boot sector virus, direct action virus, resident virus, multi-parted virus, polymorphic virus, override virus, and file infector virus. So here, this is a type of virus. First is your boot sector virus. The boot sector virus infects the master boot record, and it is mostly spreads through the removal media. It is a complex task to remove this virus and often require the system to be formatted. So boot sector, what is the boot sector area? Now boot sector is nothing, it is the kernel of the computer system, that one from which point the computer begins to start, that is the boot sector. Remember, booting are two types. What do you mean the booting? Now booting is the starting of your computer. So what do you mean there are two types of booting? One is your cold booting, another is your hot booting, right? What is the cold booting? Your computer is now shut down and the computer is in the rest position, and then again you switch on the computer, that is the cold booting. What is the warm booting? Now warm booting is that booting, the restart the system. That means the system is running, but due to some hang problem or any type of problem is not respond. So definitely you have to restart the computer. That means that is the warm booting. So the booting are the two types, cold booting and the warm booting, right? Next is your direct action virus. The direct action virus remains dormant on a computer until the file containing the virus is executed. Direct action virus means this virus placed within the file and still it will wait the virus is executed. Virus remain dormant on a computer until the file containing the virus is executed, right? That means it will wait. Suppose a file having this type of virus, that means it will wait for till that moment when the file contain the virus will be executed, right? That is the direct action virus. Next is your resident virus. The resident virus inserts itself in a computer system memory. It is hard to identify the virus, and it is equally though to remove it. tough to remove it. So residence virus means it it creates a location within the memory area. So when a job is starts to access the memory or retrieve the data from the memory, that virus now infected that particular job, that means particular file. Clear now? That is the resident virus placed in the memory area. Multipartite virus means the multipartite virus infects and spreads in multiple ways. This virus infects both the program files and the system sector. Different type of virus are there. So next is your types of virus. Now it is the polymorphic virus, override virus, space filler virus, and file infector virus. The different type of virus is there. So type of virus is your polymorphic virus. Polymorphic virus is more capable of altering its signature pattern whenever it replicates, thereby rendering it had to be detected. Polymorphic virus have altering its signature. That means in every position it's changed its name. So that is the polymorphic virus. It is very hard to identify because when a file change its name, because virus is nothing, it is in the form of a small file. So when the name of the file is continuously changes in each event or in each action, then it will be very hard to identify that which is the virus. Next, overwrite virus. As the name suggests, an overwrite virus spreads through emails and deletes all the files it infects. Then space filler virus. The space filler virus is also known as cavity virus. It occupies the empty space between the codes and it does not harm the files. That means when you write a code, that there is a gap between the each code, the written word or in the code. So within that gap, that means within that blank space, the virus will be written in that area. Right? So that is known as the space filler virus. File infector virus is particularly infected your file system. File infector virus is also known as parasitic virus because it comes attached to program files such as .com or .exe files, and the best way to detect file infector virus is to use virus detector software. So that is the file infector virus. Clear? So file infector, so these are the virus, the small programming, virus nothing, it is a small program, and this small program, it helps to damage your computer system. Clear? So next is your detection of computer virus, how to detect a computer virus or how to know your computer is infected by the virus. The list of computer virus symptoms include when your system faces such type of symptoms, then you to assure that this computer infected by any virus thing. A slow performing computer, pop-ups automatically showing up on the screen, programs running on their own, automatic multiplying and duplicating files, presence of unknown files and applications on the computer files getting deleted or corrupted. So these are the symptoms which shows that your system is infected, not infected. First, a slow performing computer. That means your computer is working very fast, suppose normally, but suddenly your computer performance degraded. That means when you open a file, it took a very long time to open that file. Then suppose you have saved the file, you take some there is some deviation occurs, that means file is not saved perfectly or any type of deviation is occur. So that is the symptoms of the infected of the virus in the computer. Next is your pop-ups automatically showing up on the screen. So pop-ups means suppose you are working, automatically a pop-ups generated at the corner of the system. That means it will be infected by the virus. That is the symptoms. Pop-ups in an advertisement or anything is generated from one corner of the computer system. So that is known as the the symptoms of the infection of the virus. Next is your programs running on their own. Automatically a program starts to run. You are working but you are nothing to click the program, but it starts to working. Automatic multiplying duplicating files. Automatically one duplicate file is generated. Next is your presence of unknown files and application on the computer, and it is the presence of unknown, that is the file is not recognized by you, or never you are created any file within the computer, but it is will appear in your system. Next, files getting deleted or corrupted. Automatically a file will be deleted or corrupted. And the major symptoms is that it is certainly your computer starts to restart the program, frequently to restart the operating system. This is another symptoms of the virus infection. Okay, for today's class, this much. From the next class, we'll discuss about the another part. Okay, thank you to all.